Okay, let's dive straight into this step-by-step explainer on setting up your USPTO account as an independent inventor without any delays. Our goal today is to get you from a blank screen to having full, verified access to the Patent Center. So let's get right to it.
Before you start, we need to run through your pre-setup checklist.
To ensure a completely frictionless onboarding experience, you've got to have a few things ready before you even open your web browser. You'll need a personal email address, a mobile phone that can reliably receive text messages for authentication, and crucially, a smartphone with a working camera. You're also going to need a clear, unexpired government-issued photo ID. And listen, the name on your application must match this ID exactly, letter for letter, because the USPTO does not mess around when it comes to legally securing your intellectual property. Also, keep your exact legal name, your mailing address, and maybe your social security number on hand just in case the system asks for it during verification.
Part 1. Create my USPTO account. Establishing your base profile. First step, head over to the official USPTO.gov website and click on My USPTO. When you're creating your account, pay super close attention to your name. Input your exact legal name so it perfectly matches that ID we just talked about. Once your contact info is in, keep an eye on your inbox. They'll send over a confirmation email. Click that link and you'll immediately be prompted to activate multi-factor authentication, or MFA.
Now, this brings us to a fundamental, absolutely non-negotiable rule of the patent system. Your password and your multi-factor authentication codes are strictly for your eyes only. Never, ever share them with anyone under any circumstances. Seriously, lock that information down. Moving on to Part 2, Verify with ID.me, linking your identity.
So the USPTO actually outsources your identity verification to a highly secure, trusted third party called ID.me. But before you dive into their portal, ask yourself one really important question. Do you already have an ID.me account? Maybe you've used it in the past for the IRS, the VA, or even your state's DMV.
If you do already have an ID.me account, sign into it. Do not, I repeat, do not try to create a second ID.me wallet. Creating duplicates is basically a guaranteed way to cause massive bureaucratic delays or even literally lock yourself out of the system entirely. Now, if this is your first time setting up ID.me, you're just going to follow a really quick self-service process. You'll upload a clear photo of your identity document, and then the system is going to prompt you to take a selfie or a quick video selfie with your phone. Make sure you have good lighting, take off any hats or sunglasses, and try to look at least somewhat like your official ID photo. Finally, you'll just confirm some personal details like your date of birth. When it comes to the actual identity documents you can upload, make absolutely sure your ID is unexpired and perfectly clear. A passport or a passport card works brilliantly for this. But remember, if you're using a driver's license or a state ID, the system requires you to capture photos of both the front and the back of the card. Don't forget the back.
At the very end of this ID.me flow, you'll hit a final screen. You must explicitly click a button that says Allow or Authorize. This is incredibly important. It's the exact digital handshake that connects your verified real-world identity back to the USPTO. If you just close the window too early, the Patent Office won't know you verified yourself and you'll be stuck in limbo.
Once authorized, your USPTO profile will actually display a verified status. But keep in mind, returning to your profile to see that your ID.me verified is great, but it is not the same thing as Patent Center enrollment. Proving you're a real person is step 1. Now you have to register your specific legal role in the patent system.
Which brings us to Part 3, Patent Center self-enrollment. Gaining filing access. Now that your identity is verified, you'll head over to the Patent Center website and log in using that exact same USPTO account. Because your account now carries that verified flag from ID.me, the system should automatically pop up a self-enrollment prompt. Just follow the on-screen instructions, carefully select the role that applies to you, review it, and hit submit. The system is going to give you a few options for your role, like registered patent practitioner or practitioner support. However, for most of you watching this explainer who are filing for yourselves, the exact role you need to choose from the list is independent inventor.
All right, Part 4, Request Customer Number, centralizing your correspondence.
With self-enrollment out of the way, we arrive at the final administrative step. Think of your customer number as a master key. Instead of typing out your long address every single time you file a document, you just plug in this one number. It keeps your mailing address completely consistent and ensures that any official mail from the Patent Office makes it directly to your hands.
So once you finish self-enrollment, don't log out. Stay right there in the Patent Center and navigate straight to the Manage tab at the top of the screen. Look for the option that says Request Customer Number or Create Customer Number. Click that, and you'll be prompted to input your correspondence details. You're going to need to provide your full name, complete mailing address, telephone number, and email. And a quick tip here, do not use a temporary address for this. You want to use the precise, permanent address where you can safely receive highly important, official, physical mail regarding your patents.
Before you click Submit, take a second to double-check your spelling and address details. Accuracy here is totally vital. But here's the really great news. If you submit this request successfully online, you don't have to wait days for a letter in the mail. You'll actually receive your new customer number immediately, right there on your screen. Copy that number down and save it somewhere highly secure. And just like that, you have conquered the bureaucratic setup. You now hold a fully verified account, a dedicated customer number, and the keys to the Patent Center as an independent inventor. The path is totally clear. So with all that power at your fingertips, what breakthrough are you going to protect today?